What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Charting Crypto live stream. Give me a 1-2-1-2 if everyone can hear me. I just built a new computer yesterday, so this is my first time streaming with it, so I had to go through all the settings, set everything back up. So just let me know how I'm coming through to you guys. I tried to set it exactly like I had it on my old machine, but this one's a little bit better, actually a lot better. Too close to the mic. How about now? Well, we're gonna run with it. If it's an issue throughout the live stream, I'll fix it in the next one. So let's get into BTC. Start out with BTC. What's BTC been up to? I haven't really looked at the charts in the last couple days. Brother came over, my family came over yesterday, and we had our Thanksgiving. Then we spent 6.5 hours building a new computer. First time I ever built one, man. That shit was crazy. I don't know if I'd do it again, but it was fun. Yeah, it sounded like right in the foam. Yeah, still working on it. So right now BTC, like I talked about in my last live stream, I think we're somewhere in here similar to 2018. You can see a similar situation. We had the huge red candle here in 2018, followed by a green candle, followed by a red one, which brought into the bottom. So similar situation. I've talked about this several times. I think we're in this general area right now on BTC. Each one of these candles is a week long, and as you can see, that would bring BTC down to around that $14,000 range. I know everyone's calling 10,000, and that is the main volume area right here at around $10,000. So there's a good chance we could come down here to 13, 14, 13, and see a big ass wick down to around 10. But I think if we do get down to this 10,000, it's gonna be very, very, very fast. Everyone is expecting that, and as soon as we get down there, I think it's gonna be an instant reversal if that even happens. If we do come down to this general area at around 13, 14,000, that is where I'm going to be buying or putting the rest of my money in. I have a little bit of dry powder sitting on the side, and that's where I'll deploy the rest of it. If we go lower than that, so be it. I still think I'll have a really good entry if I get in around this $14,000 range. And just like I talked about in the past, in the week-long time frame, each one of these red boxes is the bear market, and the WTX did print a green signal at the bottom of every single bear market except the one that we're currently in. You can see we actually printed one earlier in July, and it wasn't accurate. So that's the first time that this indicator has been wrong on calling the bottom. So what I'm currently looking for here is that capitulation down and getting a second print on the WTX for a buy, and I think that's going to be the bottom right there. So for right now, what I kind of think is we had a double top right here. We had a double top here. I'm kind of thinking we're going to have a double bottom right here, which would bring that double buy signal on the WTX for the week-long time frame on BTC. And as you can see, we peaked out in the bear market right here. We're overbought, and this is the lowest the RSI has been in pretty much since initial coin launch, since back here in 2011. This is extremely low for BTC. If we just take a general look at this, let's expand this real quick. This is the RSI for BTC in the week-long time frame for its entirety, and you can see the initial coin launch, of course, it's going to be low, and these are the bear market bottoms right here on the RSI. So we had the bear market bottom right here in January 2015. We had the bear market bottom right here in December 2018, and this was that January crash that brought that printed that buy signal where everyone thought it was the bottom, and we started raising up from there. So this was kind of a fake out right here. I still think the RSI is going to be coming down to that general area to around 30, because that's pretty much the local bottom right here. Let's actually draw a support area right here. So that's kind of what I'm gonna keep an eye on here, is another green signal on the WTX and the RSI coming back down to the low 30s, and that's where I will deploy the rest of my dry powder in this general area right here. It's interesting though, every bull market we've gone extremely high. We've gone up to the at least the 90s, so that's going to be something we'll be taking into consideration on the next bull run. A lot of these indicators are show pretty good patterns throughout this lifespan of BTC. Just this one bear market bottom here was the one that kind of fucked everything up. So let's expand that. So that's my thoughts on BTC. I'm still holding out for that $14,000. So let me look through the chats real quick, see what's going on here. So I'm going to chart quant first. Of course, got to chart quant first. I haven't charted quant in a while. Let's see what quant's been up to. So quant right now is down 2.2 at $117. If we do get down to that $14,000 range, I think we'll get another buy chance for quant in the low 80s. I think it'll drop down to around 85 if we get that $14,000 Bitcoin. I know we have a lot of support around that $100 area for quant. So what I'm mainly looking for in quant is I'm still looking at the day chart. I still have my buy signal right here at the 1618. That's what I'm kind of looking for, is that $90 to $85 quant. I'm going to clear this up so we can start fresh. So the main reason I called that 100 when we were rising up here is because the day chart right here, you can see all this main volume is around 100. And as we were rising here for quant, the volume was just dropping off. And of course, you had the FTX drop right down here, which dropped us straight to that $100 quant. And then we had some volatility around that area. You can see there's a lot of price action around $100 quant. So on the day trade, you can see we actually got rejected here at this main resistance at 125. It happened earlier in November as well, and we're starting to work our way back down. The indicators, however, are opposite from when we were currently in this general area. We got a buy signal right here when we were at the top, and before we capitulated, we're actually pretty high right here compared to the last time that we got that buy signal. So there's a good chance that we're gonna be coming down to around $100 quant. Remember, each one of these candles is a day, and then we're gonna have to assess that situation at that time. Like I said earlier, I'm looking for that 1618 retracement down here around 85. Oh, whoops, I did that wrong. Whatever, you get the gist. I have that 1618 down there at around 85. So let's go to the day chart here real quick. Or not the day chart, let's go to the 4-hour chart. This is mainly what I do my TAs on. This is what I do for my swing trades and everything like that. It gives us a little bit of a short-term time frame to look at for quant. So short-term time frame for quant, we're actually oversold. So if we look at the WTX here, we actually printed 2 sell signals. RSI is pretty high at 70. And if we blow up this MACD a little bit so we can actually see what's going on there, MACD as well is about ready to have, it actually did have a bearish crossover. We just crossed over bearish on the MACD. RSI is high. And we just printed 2 double sell signals. You can see last time we were in this general vicinity, we weren't that high on the RSI, we weren't that high on the WTX, and we were actually bullish on the MACD at that time. So this is actually pretty bearish for quant here on the 4-hour chart. So let's see how far we could possibly retrace on this bad boy. Of course, the main area that we need to focus on is that $100 quant. So short term right now for quant, it looks like we're heading down to the 382, which is the general area at $115. You can see we do have a huge spike right here in volume. So between that $115 and this $100, there'd be quite a bit of volatility between there. It's probably some consolidation. You can see last time we got in this general gap area of the volume, we had a huge red candle, and that's exactly what happened. We fell below $120 quant, and it filled this gap immediately all the way down to 115 or 112 or 117 where we're currently at right now. So as of right now for quant, I think what we're gonna need to keep an eye on here, 4-hour chart, is gonna be this 382 at 114. All indicators are saying we're gonna be going lower. So I'm actually be calling $100 quant here this week. So let's keep an eye on $100 quant this week. And if we see BTC start capitulating, we start seeing it making lower lows, that could be that push down to the 1618 general area between that $75 and $94. That's why I have my star right here. I'm going to try to catch it right in between this general area of 93 and the 1618 at 72. So I might pick some up at 80 if we get down there, because you can see as soon as we start falling below the main volume area at 100, the volume starts dropping off. We do have a 618 at $106, but I think the general cascading effect of BTC shit in the bed's going to play pretty big on quant, because quant moves pretty large when BTC moves, honestly. If you haven't noticed that, you know, BTC will be down a little bit or up a little bit. Quant will be moving like 8 to 10% at a time. So I think we're going to be seeing $100 quant here this week. That's going to be my call for quant for the time being. So I heard a lot of people in the Discord shouting out Doge. So let's take a look at Doge. So I'm going to be doing the giveaway towards the end of the live stream. The giveaway, so I gave away during the, not last live stream, the live stream before that, I gave away two NFTs and some swag. The NFT was not claimed in a week. I posted you have a week to claim the NFT. It was not claimed, so we will be giving away the bear NFT today on the live stream, along with another swag. Let me just get my music all lined up. There we go. So Dogecoin right now is actually up 11% at 9.9 cents. It did have a huge pullback here recently. Would have been a great shorting opportunity. So yeah, pretty large pullback. I mean, this is the 4 hour, but we're going to start with the 1 hour here for Doge and see what's going on there. So 1 hour for Doge, you can see we're way overbought on the RSI. The RSI is up at 85. We really didn't print a sell signal, but we did dip our toes into the red area on the WTX, and the MACD did just have a bearish crossover as well. So we were hovering around, what is this? The 10 capitulated down to the support at 9.8. Let's draw a fib on this and see where we're going. So if we do a micro fib on this, general area, actually, let's see what's the large fib entails. Large fib right there. We got this one right here. Yeah, this is the one we'll be going off of. If we zoom in here on Doge, you can see we actually went down to the 382, and that's where we got our bounce point right here. We bounced off the 382. Everything's pretty high in my opinion, and we're still bearish. I mean, Doge kind of goes against the grain because we do have huge influence, huge catalysts behind it, such as, you know, Elon Musk and everything like that. One tweet and it starts ripping. So we're just going to go by TAs and pretend there's not that catalyst here. Just judging by TAs right now, I think the pullback down to around the 0.5 area is going to be the case. We can draw a slight uptrend right here on Doge, and that would actually validate that coming down on the 618. If we drop down here to that general area, I guess you could say we could drop between the 0.5 at around 9.3. But if this plays out and starts bopping around this general area, the drops will get lower and lower, because as you can see, the longer that we stay up here and start moving sideways, the higher this uptrend's going to get. So we could actually be bopping around this area for a while and then capitulate down to around 9.5. So I think the big capitulation for Doge is possibly over. I think the next stop we're going to be keeping an eye on is probably this 0.5 area at around 9.4 on the 1 hour chart. So we just got to keep monitoring this uptrend. So as of right now, this uptrend is valid. I think it actually extends all the way to here too. Oh, no, it doesn't. So we're going to be doing that uptrend from the 25th on the micro time frame. And if you look at the 4 hour chart, similar situation, we are way overbought. You can see we did 2 sell signals right here. We're pretty high. We're at 70 on the WTX. RSI is overbought. You can see we did print a, hey, it's a good time to take profit, a red signal right there on the RSI. MACD hasn't flipped bearish yet. We could have a similar situation to what we had back here, where we printed that overbought signal and we had that bearish fake out here on the MACD. So that's something we have to be keeping an eye on. That fake out on the MACD would actually be that drop down to the 0.5 area at 9.5, and then you'd see another leg up here for Doge. So I guess you can still be bullish on Doge if we come down here. If we do break below the 0.5 at 9.5, then we got to start considering being bearish on Doge, because that would break the uptrend, and then this bearish fake out would not happen, and we would actually start going bearish on the MACD. So everything right now is way overbought on Doge. So a pullback here, continual pullback here is kind of looking like the case, at least back to the 0.5 area at 9.5. So I'd be keeping at 9.5 for Doge. And if we do bounce off the point at 1.5, you can see that the next stop would probably be another large run up, because these run ups get larger as they go on the pullbacks. We had the run up here, we had the run up all the way up to around 10.7, and then if we have that pullback to the 0.5, the next run up will be up here to the 236. You see there's a huge gap that needs to get filled right here. So as soon as we start getting over that 236 right here, we're going to be shooting up to the negative 236, because there's not a whole lot of volume here. It's going to be a straight gap fill up to the 236 at around 11.45. So Doge is bullish unless we fall below 9.5. If we fall below 9.5 on Doge, then we're gonna have to start being bearish on it. Indicators are saying, hey, it's well overbought, but that really doesn't stop Doge. You can see we were well overbought here yesterday. Then we had that pullback, but a very slight pullback, bearish fake out, and we had that huge run up from there. So keep an eye on 0.5 pullback to 9.5. If we get a bounce there, it's going to be a pretty nice run up to the negative 236 at around 11.45 for Doge. So I guess I'll put a star. So if I want to come back to this in the future, I'll know where I predicted it. And then right here, where are we at? This is going to be the storyteller right here, the 0.5. break below the 0.5, then we have to keep an eye on these fibs, because most likely it'll come down to something like this, to the main volume area at 8.5. So this is the go point. Ton of scribbles on the screen there. So short term, I think Doge is still going to pull back down to around 9.5. We're at 9.9 right now. So let me go through the chat, see what people are requesting. Next real run up will be like bull in China store. Yeah, hopefully. EWT, did you change mic as well? It sounds real good. Sounds like a radio host. No, so the old computer I had, it was a pretty good computer. It was pretty old, but this one I definitely splurged on it. I sold some of my crypto profits and invested in a pretty damn, I guess you can say, expensive to me computer. Bought a lot of really good parts on it. Then I was able to use some software that I wasn't able to use on my other computer, and able to mess with like the bass and everything like that with my voice. So hopefully my voice sounds good. So that's Doge. So let's get into EWT. So I still have the same mic. I have a Shure MV7 mic. I finally have the software to back up this really nice mic, I guess you could say. So EWT is up 4.5% at $4.23. Max supply of 100. What is that? 100 million. Half of that's in circulation, or a little under half, with 184 million market cap. All-time high in this was $22.67 a year ago, the top of the last bull run. All-time low was 2 years ago at 54 cents. So EWT here, we're on the 4-hour chart. You can see we just started flipping bearish. Similar to Doge, we got that double sell signal right here. We got that double top right here in the RSI that printed is oversold, and we just started flipping bearish. So when's the last time I charted this? Last time I charted this was back here in October, it looks like. And I was wrong. I was a little ahead of the curve there. We had that capitulation down to the 618, and then we had the run up. So we're going to remove this and we're going to start fresh. This is a nice run up that we're on, though. This is very, very healthy. I like seeing run ups like this, and I don't like seeing run ups like this. This is unhealthy. Usually when we have a run up like this, we use all our moon juice, and you can see after we have a run up like this, it took a while for this thing to start going back up again. So that's why I like these steady growths, the ups, down, up, down. Yeah, you make profit slowly, but it's healthier for the coin. The coin can stabilize at a higher price. When you moonshot like this, the coin has to come way back down to stabilize. So when you start growing naturally like this, that is very healthy growth for the coin, in my personal opinion. Interesting. So as of right now, with all the indicators showing a bearish sign for EWT, I'd be keeping an eye on this 382. That is this uptrend right here, and we have been in this uptrend. I mean, you can actually go all the way down here technically. Yeah, that 382 would still validate this uptrend, so that's looking pretty promising right here. As a retracement to the 382 to test this uptrend, and that would be the bounce point for a continuation up to the negative 236 at $5.508. So EWT looks like it's gonna have a slight pullback to the 382, and then a movement higher. That pullback from where we're currently at is approximately going to be around 5%, it looks like. The only thing we have to take in consideration here is, yes, that would validate this uptrend, but when we were testing this uptrend, we never got to overbought on the RSI. And during this uptrend, we were pretty bearish on the MACD. Actually, not really bearish. We're pretty stagnant on the MACD. So now we are in a double overbought territory on EWT. So we really have to keep an eye on this 382 when it retraces back down to around $4, because being overbought like this, that could be a cascading effect. And if we do break below this, sorry, if we do break below this uptrend right here, we do have a main volume area at 389. But if we do break below this downtrend, the downtrend will officially be broken. And then we could start, you know, or the uptrend will be broken and we could be starting a cascading effect. So as of right now, short-term prediction, keep an eye on this general area at the 382 at around $3.97, $3, $4 even. But if you plan on longing this is not financial advice. I think a entry point at around $4 would be good. Entry point around $4 and try riding it up to the negative negative 326 at $5.63, or just up to $5 even. But just be very careful, because we are overbought, and we weren't overbought on the way up until right now currently. And the MACD did just start flipping bearish, so this is going to be the go point right here. If we break below that, then the uptrend's broken, and the next stop will most likely be $3.60. Back to the grind. Yeah, back to the grind tomorrow, man. I need this market to flip bullish so I can retire and just chart coins all the time. Helix Metaverse, I know I talked about that quite a bit in the past. I know it's an NFT project. They're actually launching their alpha tomorrow, so everyone's able to play the game tomorrow. So hopefully that's extremely bullish for the NFT, because that's a pretty big investment of mine. I got in it when it was 0.12 ETH, and now it's 0.6 ETH per founder pass. And with the founder pass, you get random airdrops and stuff like that. So I've been making pretty good bank in the bear market on the NFT. That's the first NFT project I really invested in. I just thought, you know, we're in a bear market, NFTs are down, what's going to be a good NFT project to get into? Because I wanted to get into NFT projects. I'm like, you know what, gaming NFTs are going to be around, because gaming NFTs are still going to be used in the bear market, because people still play games in the bear market. And, you know, an NFT such as, you know, on Call of Duty, you can buy skins for your guns. You say you have an NFT skin for one of the guns in the game. People are still going to want the skins in the bear market. You know, it's still a pliable option in the bear market is gaming NFTs. So I think gaming NFTs would be extremely bullish in the long term. So that's why I got into Helix. It just came out in October, and if it continues to grow and starts becoming very popular, then that's going to be a very beneficial investment on my part. But if you're looking to get into NFT projects, I believe the gaming sector would be the ideal sector to get into, because everybody loves gaming and everyone games in the bear market. So that was my thoughts on EWT before I went on the NFT rant. Where are we at now? Let's go through all these chats. So we did EWT, please. Yeah, did that. What's up, fam? Welcome, Chef and Tron. Voice sounds smooth, almost sexy. Can write that off the computer. Oh, there we go. I can write my computer off. Can I really do that? Can I write my computer off? Figured I have to step my game up. I had to get a new computer. Since I'm getting into NFT gaming, I had to get a really good gaming computer, right? It only makes sense. So I think someone requested Link. Yeah, how about Link? Let's look at Link. So Chainlink's down 4.1% at 690. That's actually a pretty damn good price for Link, in my personal opinion. I mean, the all-time high was 52.70 at the top of the last bull run. This is actually a pretty good price for Link. I don't own any Chainlink. I thought about getting in Chainlink several times. I've been in and out of that, but I have my game plan of other coins that I need to invest in, and I don't have enough dry powder or enough money to spread out to Chainlink. But I think Chainlink at 690 is a steal. Yeah, for long-term investment anyways. Okay, so Chainlink right here. When's the last time I charted this? I don't even remember the last time I charted this. Looks like I was saying this is the go point right here. If we get above this, this is the go point, and of course we broke above that and we went. I don't know if that's what I said, but that's what I'm thinking I said anyways. So as of right now, it looks like we're getting rejected at this main resistance at around 722. as your space you stream from as a percentage of your total house. Guess you can really rate your computer off and your internet and your space you stream from as a percentage of your total house. Whoa, I didn't know that. That's something I have to look into. Okay, so as of right now for Link, we're on the 4-hour chart. We're gonna look at the 4-hour chart, then I might actually look at the 1-hour chart too, because Link is actually at a very, very good price right now. And this was probably the optimal buying opportunity when it's down at 460 for long-term investors. I mean, what's the lowest this has ever been? The lowest this has ever been was 5 years ago at 14. Yeah, there's no way we're going back to that. So will we get back down to these prices? Because this would be a pretty damn good buying opportunity at 550. I might actually become a buyer at 550 for Link. But short term right now, oh yeah, short term right now, we're getting held up at the 236 right here at around 688. We did print that sell signal. A lot of coins we look at are probably going to be in the overbought territory. It's looking like, so we did print that sell signal on the 27th, which is today. We were overbought on the RSI as well and just started flipping bearish on the MACD. So we got to keep an area on these pullbacks right now. The thing is, this 382 right here, is actually sitting right on top of a support. So that $6.61 is going to be something we need to keep an eye on. It is in a gap on the volume area, but it's going to be acting as double support. So for the short term right now, the 236 is holding up. I don't think the 236 is going to hold. I think this main support 382 area is going to be the next stop at 660. There is a gap that needs to get filled there, but what's going to be more powerful, the double support or this gap? That's going to be actually pretty interesting to keep an eye on. You can see it did act as support back here on our way up. It acted as support right here, and we wicked down to it a couple times. So that gap really doesn't mean much with the double support, it looks like. For the short term right now, what is this? A pullback of approximately 3.5% down to 660. And then if we break below 660, that's when we're going to start seeing some fast movement to the downside. I don't think this 0.5 will hold at all. I think the next stop would be this main volume area. So if we do break below this 382 main support at around 660, the next stop is going to be down here. You see that main volume area is actually sitting on top of a main support area as well. So that's going to be fantastic support. Ton of volume, main support area. So I think the lowest that Link's going to be going for the time being is around $6.18. If BTC shits the bed hard, then obviously this is going to follow it pretty good. Because let's actually put a BTC overlay on this and see how close Link follows BTC, because that's gonna be something to keep an eye on. Yeah, you can see this has been following BTC pretty dang accurately. We had that huge drop on BTC, and when BTC dropped, this thing absolutely shit the bed as well. We did deviate from BTC right here. It looks like we did get a little bit more bullish, and we're currently in the overbought territory. So it looks like it kind of wants to retrace back down to BTC, which would bring it back down to that main volume area that I talked about earlier. So if I get rid of that real quick. So yeah, I'm going to be calling a retracement down to around $6.20 for Link. That's going to be a longer term prediction. That is if we break below this double support. So there's going to be two stops that we need to keep an eye on Link. The first stop's going to be 662, break below 662. The next stop's going to be probably a pretty fast red candle down to around $6.25 for Link. So I'm going to be bearish on Link, guys, for the time being. Let's see what it's doing on the 1 hour chart. $5. How much is the membership? I may do after checks straighten out. Yeah, it's $5 a month. It's just like a auto thing. It gives you that little BTC logo like Chef has, stuff like that. It gives you entered in all my drawings, which I plan on continually doing throughout the bear market now that we're all back on track and everything like that. So on the 1 hour time frame, so on the next hour time, so 1 hour time frame, we have to keep an eye on this main support at 678. You can see there's a lot of volatility in that general area. So on the short term time frame, there is a lot of support around 677, and then you have that double main support at the 382. I don't think I don't think that's going to be a very big bounce point here at around that 379. I think that might be holding us up just a little bit. Like we might come down here and see a really small red candle and just hover around this general price range around 680, and then see a capitulation down to 662. And then if we continue lower from there, that's going to be that drop down to that 618 that I'm talking about. So there's going to be three stops here in the short term time frame. First one's main volume at 680. Next one's going to be 660. And then the super bearish scenario will be all the way back down to around $6.20. Short-term time frame, RSI is already starting to head down very, very fast. We're pretty low on the WTX, and the MACD is actually bearish as well, but I'm going to be basing this more off the 4-hour chart. So that's Link. The next one's Gala. So let's go down with Gala. Yeah, similar to buying gaming NFTs, gaming coins would probably be a pretty good investment too. They're probably not going to be as profitable as gaming NFTs in a bear market, because gaming NFTs in a bear market are more tradable and people would rather have a skin than owning, you know, the coin. But in a bull run, I think gaming coins will do pretty good, such as Gala. So Gala's up 1.3% at 2.5 cents. So Gala right now is just riding this main volume area hard. We've been riding this main volume area since the 22nd of November. Haven't had any very large movements. We keep getting rejected at this main resistance at 2.6, and this main support keeps holding us up as well. So yeah, let's draw some fibs on this and see what's going on. RSI is not high. RSI is pretty much at the reset point at 50. WTX is pretty much at the reset point as well, and the MACD really isn't doing much. You can see it's pretty much just like a needle, really pretty much at zero. So Gala's pretty much reset right now. So we had that huge cool down phase, you know, from the big capitulation down here. This is a huge ass drop, and it looks like we finally bottomed right here on Gala at 2.3. So Gala's kind of looking bullish now. Since we've been hovering around this main volume area, it kind of looks like a bottom. We're reset on all indicators right now, and I think we're to be gradually working our way up from here, just looking at that. So where would we go back up from here? You can see we're going to go bottom the top right here. We do have a 786 in this general area. I think that 786, it doesn't really matter, because you can see the main volume area is just below that at 2.5. The main area that we really need to focus on is getting over this 618. You can see there's not a whole lot of volume in this area between this resistance. So if we continue consolidating this general area, I think we'll see a really large green candle up to the 382 right here. You can see the 382, similar to the main volume area, had a lot of consolidation around it as well. So we just really need to keep an eye on these indicators and see what's going on here, because everything's reset. This thing probably follows BTC pretty closely as well. Yeah, this thing's following BTC pretty closely as well. So if BTC shits the bed, Gala will most likely shit the bed. But if BTC continues doing what it's doing, this thing looks like it wants to start rising up from the ashes. Yeah, definitely going to be bullish on Gala. Let's keep an eye on the 618 right here at 262. We get above 262, there's a huge gap that needs to get filled. So that would be that really quick red candle up to here. You can see as soon as we hit the gap on the way down, we had this huge red candle right here. So vice versa, if we get over that 618, that's the gap that needs to get filled. We'll see a huge green candle, most likely up to the 382 area for Gala. So keep an eye on BTC. This thing follows BTC pretty close, but if BTC continues doing what it's doing, this thing's most likely going to flip bullish, and we're going to be working our way back up. So if you want some hopium, I guess the highest that we go is approximately 9.2% in the short term. The more reasonable price that we really need to keep an eye on, I guess, is around 5-6%. But I wouldn't put 2.7 out of the cards. Movement up to around 2.7, I think, is very, very possible for Gala. You can see we are starting this general small uptrend right here as well. Consolidation, go. That's kind of what I'm looking at for Gala. Yep, YouTube is definitely a proof of work nowadays. I'm definitely going to look into that and definitely see if I can really write some of this stuff off. That would be fantastic. I've never really done anything like that before, so man, oh shit. So mana, what's happened with mana? Decentraland, another gaming token. So Decentraland is up 0.4 at 40, 2.1 billion in circulation, or 2.1 billion max, 1.8 in circulation, 734. I remember when this thing was down, was like 10 cents when was that? If you go max, 10 cents was, yeah, that was during the bull run. That thing absolutely went parabolic. That's crazy. All-time high in this was 585 at the top of the last bull run. All-time low was 5 years ago at 009. So mana is below the main volume area, so that's going to be something we're really need to keep an eye on, because when you're below the main volume area, that's going to act as a pretty heavy resistance. We actually broke below the support right here as well. Well, previously we're above it right now, so that's good. RSI starting to tail back up. MACD really isn't doing much. WTX did just touch red. So if we draw this on the short term, actually let's see what's doing on the longer term. Oh shit, I forgot to put this on. There we go. Okay, so here we are right now. You can see we actually, sorry, we're working our way back down to the 786. We are in this general uptrend, so I think what we're looking for here is the 786 retracement back down to around 3.9. So we're pretty dang close to that, and I think we're going to be seeing that rally up to this main volume area at around 4.1 for the time being. So I think right now, small pullback, we're pretty much there already, and then 786, then we're going up to around 4.5, and then you can see the 618s up here. So I think we're going to be working our way up to the 618 from where we're currently at. So that would be approximately a 7% gain. That's not bad. That's on the 4 hour. Let's see what the 1 hour entails. 1 hour, similar situation. We're seeing that retracement here on the RSI. We're seeing the WTX pullback. So that pullback down to that 786 area at around 3.9, I think is definitely the case right here. And I think similar to the 4 hours could be that bounce off there. And then you can see when we get up to this area, it's going to be pretty difficult to get over. You have a main resistance here at 4.2, you have the 618 at 4.26, and another one at 4.3. You can see we tried to get over it a couple times and it definitely rejected us. When we were retracing back down, it was acting as fantastic support. You can see we bounced off it right here, consolidated on it right here, and then we tried to get back over it, got rejected, tried to get back over it here, tried to get back over it here, tested it here, and that's what pushed us lower. We tested it 1, 2, 3, 4 times before we got rejected. So for the short term, I think we're going to be heading up to this general area right here, and then we're going to have to keep an eye on it, so we're going to be battling out to get over that. So still going to be bullish on mana in the short term. Run up to at least 4.2 resistance area to the 618 at 4.27. I've won 3 NFTs and a sweet shirt. Doge has a leak. Moon juice. Still donate when I'm able, and I'm definitely in on Fridays. I appreciate the donations, man. Really helps me out in a bear market. I mean, I would do this for free. I really don't care. But any little bit helps. I just reinvested in the crypto and giveaways and stuff like that. So STMX. So STMX, I actually put that indicator in the Discord today. Actually haven't been keeping an eye on it. I haven't really looked at the charts much today. See if it actually played out. Wow, that is some weird movements. Man, wicks all over the place for this thing. STX UX style. That's on. Oh, we're gonna go here. Oh, that's where we're at. This chart just looks weird to me. I mean, the candles do, but it's a chart nonetheless. Okay, so we're getting STX. I don't know why this chart looks weird to me, but it does. Something just looks funky about it. It follows the fibs. So as of right now, since the 23rd, we're on the 4 hour. We've just been hovering at this 5-0. Is that right? Hang on, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. For some reason, I think I'm doing something wrong. No, that's price 005 12 11 billion 56. All-time high was 16 cents. All-time low was 20. Yeah, that's a weird ass chart. You can see the main volume area right here is at 005. We're hovering at the 0.5 right now. I'm actually going to hide this volume right now so we can get a little bit more clear image of this. So we're just been bouncing around this area for days, and we're having a very difficult time bouncing below the 0.5. And these candles are extremely weird to me. We bounce off 5.1. We top out at 5.3. We drop back down to 5.1. Go back up to 5.3. Almost seems manipulated to me, but I'm not sure, especially with the amount of coins in circulation. The amount of coins in circulation are 11 billion. So it's weird that these candles are pretty much the same height every time. It's almost like someone's dumping it, pumping it back to the price, dumping it, pumping it back to the price, dumping it, pumping it back to the price. So that's just something to take into consideration. But as of right now, the MACD is pretty much stagnant sideways. Everything's reset, and everything's been reset on the indicators this entire time we've been consolidating. So we just got this green candle right here. Most likely this will turn red, and we're going to be pulling back down to this 0.5 at 5.1. If we do break below this 0.51, the next main stop down here is down to 4.8. I really don't remember what I called. Hang on, let me look at my Discord real quick at that short. So Stormax, entry point 5241, write it down to 4.9, write it down to 4.9 would be the 618 right here. So I think a better entry on this would be if we broke below 5.1, or if you caught the top right here at 5.3. Oh, let me short. So as of right now for Stormax, it just looks like this. I mean, there's really no indication on which way it's going to go. But if we do break below this 0.5, it's going to be a pretty hefty drop, probably a pretty quick drop too, down to this 4.8 right here. You can see we are in this slight uptrend as well, so we're actually going to try to use a little bit more data here to figure out where we're going. I guess that's something to keep an eye on as well. If we get here and actually break this downtrend, it will be a quick capitulation down to 4.8. That's the 4 hour. Let's see what if the 1 hour gives us a little bit more information. This chart's kind of stumping me, guys. I'm not kidding. It's just really odd. See, we've pretty much just been at the neutral area for so long on this. So you can see the WTX is just hovering neutral. RSI has pretty much been hovering neutral. MACD has pretty much been hovering neutral for so long. It's kind of looking super manipulated to me. So I did post that short in the Discord. I'm a part of a VIP group of people who post shorts and longs, and they have like a 90, I think they said like 94% accuracy win rate. And I've been kind of leaking that to the Discord channel. So I posted that on Stormax, but now that I look at Stormax, it just looks like it just looks manipulated to me. So just consolidation like this, most likely. But I mean, if you're day trading, you can definitely use this to your advantage. I mean, it's not a very large drop, but when you hit 5.2, get in at 5.2, expect the drop down to 5.1, get out at 5.1, long it up to 5.2, get out at 5.2, short it to 5.1, long it to 5.2, short it to 5.1, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And you could make some good money that way, I guess. Nice call, geek. Look at all those scribbles. So that is that. I don't know if that was much help. Okay. Oh, we actually got Got a new member to the channel, so I'm gonna have to add them to the Discord or add them to the giveaway. So Cello is up 29.4% at 68 cents, 1 billion max supply, 473 million market cap, 324 billion. Oh, 324 billion market cap. All-time high is 982, top of the bull run. All-time low is 14 days ago. So if you want to hold this long term, hopefully you got in 14 days ago, because it's always a great feeling buying a coin at the lowest price it's ever been. Even in a bear market, people are always like, hey, the coin's the lowest it's ever been. I'm not going to buy it because I think it could go lower. I'm like, hey, this coin's been out since, you know, May 2020, and this is the lowest it's ever been. Why wouldn't you buy the bottom? Well, who knows if it's the bottom, but why wouldn't you buy it at the lowest price? Wow, I charted this before. Hang on, we're gonna see what old trading crypto did. This is back when I used colored fibs. It's always fun when I'm doing when I'm charting some crypto and I run into some of my old TAs, see how accurate I was. So that was Moon Boy charting crypto. This is back in April. Interesting. So seller right now, we're on the 4-hour chart. We are pretty much overbought. I mean, we haven't printed a sell signal on WTX, but we're pretty much off the charts on the WTX. I mean, if you look up here, we're at 94. MACD is starting to cool down. We're starting to have D engulfing candles, and we're starting to work our way back down. RSI is overbought as well. This red's indicating, hey, it might be a good time to take profit. We had this huge wick all the way up to around 991. And now we have a reverse hammer candle going on right here. So some downwards movement kind of looks like it's going to be the case. Let's actually, I'm going to draw two different fibs here, bottom and the top right here. Actually, this is the one we're going to be going off of for the time being, and then I'm going to extend it down to here. So in the short-term time frame, you can see there is a support right here at 6.5, which we do have this wick at. Remember, these candles are 4 hours each, so it's going to take 4 hours for each one of these candles to play out. We will jump to the 1 hour time frame after this, so we can see some quicker time frame candles. With the short term right here, it doesn't look like the 618 is going to hold. The next stop's going to be back down to around 5.8. Everything's pretty high. MACD starting to cool back down. RSI is high. So a movement below the 618, I think, is going to be the case. And we're going to be seeing 5.8 here for the time being. That still would be bullish for this coin, because you can see we went up here, we made a high. Right here, made a low, we made a high. So that still would be a higher low. Oh, shit. That still would be a higher low if we went down to that general area. So now we're going to actually draw the fib from here to here and see what's going on. So this is what I'd be looking at more often. This is kind of what I'm going to be looking at for the main retracement. So the main retracement first stop will be the 618 here at 6 cents or 60 cents even. Inevitably though, I do think we do retrace back down to the 786 here around 5.2. So I'm going to put a star right here at 5.2. I think that's the lowest that we could possibly go on this coin for the time being. I think that's where the pullback's going to be going to anyways. Could we go lower than that? Absolutely. This is just a prediction, but for the short term, I think what we're seeing is pullback to the 618 at 60 cents, then test this as resistance, and then drop back down here to the 786 at around 52 cents. Then we have to monitor this, because that would be the bottom. This would allow this to play out. The RSI would fall back down into a reasonable area, and the WTX, I don't know why it hasn't printed a sell signal yet, but this is off the charts right here. So the WTX would also start their retracement. Let's see if that's valid on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, absolutely. The 1 hour chart looks like it's actually playing out already. On the shorter time frame, we're way overbought on the RSI. RSI is at 100. We're maxed out, so we're maxed out on the RSI. We're actually above 100 right now. We're at one. What are we at? We're at 101 right here. We did just print a sell signal on this 1 hour candle. This candle started 19 minutes ago, so this sell signal just printed 19 minutes ago. So yeah, it's kind of looking like we're seeing that retracement back down to the 786. This might be a good shorting opportunity. Actually, this looks like a really good shorting opportunity. But I said that on the live stream about Ren last time, and that didn't happen. But all these indicators are saying bearish. First stop will be the 618 at 60 cents, and then I think we're heading back down here to this double support at around 5.9. Then a possible wick down to 50, and then a possible wick down to 50, and then that'll be the bottom. So for the short term right here, I think we're to be seeing approximately that's a 20% pullback. That's not bad at all. I might go short on this after the live stream. I think a good entry on short maybe 6.9, maybe 70 cents, possibly get a wick up to 70 cents before we see that capitulation. But first stop's going to be the 618. We're to see 618. We're most likely see some hang up there at around 60, and then we'll see that final push down to around 50 cents with a wick pop up, most likely down to 50. Sell pumps right before BTC dumps proven. BTC trying to break support at 16.3K. Bitcoin, please do it. It's dumping. Yeah, so this looks like a fantastic shorting opportunity. But I could be wrong. I was wrong about Ren, so do your own research on it. I'm just a guy on the internet drawing lines on the screen. Man, that's a huge ass wick that got rejected. So let's look at Jasmine now. I think I'm caught up with the chats. Well, if not, I'm down to Jasmine. Good old Jasmine. Man, this coin just keeps going lower and lower, man. Jasmine's down. Well, we're not down. Jasmine's up 0.9% at 0.003. All-time high was back when it first came out, and they just dumped billions of coins on people. This coin most likely will never reach this price again until many, many years, if that. All-time low was 18 days ago at 0.034. I am a steer clear from Jasmine type person. I remember when it first came out and it was ripping. Everyone was super hyped. You know, February 2021, they were like, yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. And then they put billions of coins in circulation, and the people who bought at these prices absolutely got wrecked. And we can see that by the market cap. So we can see it ran up here, and then they put a bunch of coins in circulation. The market cap was extremely high. The market cap got all the way up to 1.1 billion, but at that 1.1 billion mark, the price was only at 21 cents. Back here, you can see when we're at the all-time high of what, 479, the market cap was pretty much nil. I mean, not nil, it's probably a couple hundred million, but yeah, they just unloaded a mass amount of coins and just screwed people. And the crazy part is there's only 4.7 billion coins in circulation, and there's 50 billion coins that can be put in circulation. So that's very, very wary for me. I always try to stay away from coins like that, because they could put another, what is that, 45.25 billion more coins in circulation on you guys, which would absolutely destroy the price. This would bring it down to a million zeros. The part is, though, if it stays how it is right now and people start flocking in, I mean, this is a very risky coin, but the market cap is extremely low for Jasmine. We're only at 18 mil right now. A 10x from here would only bring us up to 180 million. So to bring this up to 3.8 cents, the market cap will need to be 180 million, which is nothing in the crypto space. 180 million market cap on a coin is easily doable. But as of right now, Jasmine's been shit in the bed forever. What is up with these charts? Is there something going on with my trading view? Oh, that's Jasmine BTC, that's why, duh. There we go. So this was the all-time low on Jasmine right here. Then after that, we entered the overbought. We're currently tailing back down. We actually just flipped bearish on the MACD. WTX touched the red. We did not see a sell signal, but the WTX is starting that retracement as well, with the RSI starting to retrace pretty fast. So let's see if it's bottom of this top. Yeah. So as of right now, we're getting held up at the 0.5 right here. I don't think the 0.5 is going to hold. I think the main area, next area that we're going to be seeing on Jasmine, actually see the 0.5 didn't hold. As I was talking, we just broke it. So we were right here and we actually just broke it. I was going to say what we need to keep an eye on now is this main support 618 area around 372 to the main support at 374. So yeah, Jasmine's starting to shit the bed pretty good. I think right now we're gonna be coming down here, and this is where we're gonna start seeing a little bit of support. You can see this was a support for us right here, and we had some volatility in the past right here. Let me actually toss the volume back up and see where the main volume area is at. So the main volume area is up here. I don't think we're heading back up to the main volume area anytime soon. I think for the short term, we're pulling back to around 372 to 377. This candle still has 35 minutes to grow. RSI would most likely come back down to that general bottom area, which I guess, I mean, this does enter the oversold area quite a bit. And if we did enter that oversold area, if we broke below this 618 at 3.7, it'd be a very, very fast drop down to 3.6. You can see there's not a lot of volume in here. And as soon as we got over this 3.7 or 786 right here, there was a huge green candle. So vice versa, if we break below that, there's most likely going to be a huge red candle that drops you down to the 786. So I wouldn't be buying Jasmine right now. I think there might be some better opportunities in the future. We are just starting this very, very fast retracement right now. So keep an eye on the 618 at 372, break below 372. The next stop will be 364. So here, that breaks here. And then I think this is where we'll start finding some ground, some support in that general area. If we do break below the 618. BTC is sharding. Is BTC sharding right now? Yeah, send it lower. Send it lower. Drop the hammer. Let's make this week interesting. Had a nice Thanksgiving vacation. Let's come back and get some cheap coins. Let's get that final capitulation over with. There's 46 billion Jasmine in circulation. One of the founders made that clear. Well, why don't they get it updated? Drives me crazy to day trade. I don't have it in me. Yeah, it's pretty hard. I mean, I didn't start longing and short until recently. I mean, I've made some crazy ass gains on it, but I've also lost quite a bit of money, but I've made more money than I've lost. So I guess I can say that's a win, but that's pretty much thanks to FTT. $4 BTC. Send it. Send it. Oh man, looked like I dropped the stream there for a second. Whoa. Well, we're back. We're still good. We're good. So as of right now, Jupiter is up 1% at 004. 1 billion total, 1 billion in circulation. Extremely small market cap. Holy shit. It's only 4 million market cap here. That is nuts. If this survives the bear market and this goes into the bull run, you know, people just buy random ass coins in the bull run. This could absolutely rip. What exchanges is this listed on? This is actually listed on Coinbase as well. So it's listed on a very, very large exchange and it has a very small market cap like this. So usually what happens in the bull run is you have all those retail investors or all the people who are just getting back into crypto and they don't know a whole lot. And of course they're going to flock to the big exchanges, you know, like Coinbase, because that's what everyone, you know, uses or knows. So what they're going to be looking for is like, oh, I'm going to buy crypto. Oh, this coin's 004. I can get a bunch of these coins for cheap. And that's usually what the new crypto investors do. They buy the cheapest coin possible without doing any research on it. And with a small market cap like this and this coin being this low, if this survives the bear market, I could definitely see it ripping in the next bull run. You can see the all-time high on this was 12 cents at the top of the last bull run. All-time low was 2 years ago at 1,000,000 zeros and a 4. Oh yeah, I forgot Azero. I'll do Azero next. Sorry about that. Okay. So Jupe. Yeah, that is a disgusting chart. Oh my. I feel sorry for whoever bought it back here in June. From June till now, it's down. Oh, it's 85%. I mean, I guess that's not terrible for a bear market. Hang on, I have to figure out. This is giving me a little bit of a hard time finding the fib area with these giant ass wicks everywhere. Not there. Not there. Not there. So Jupiter right now is pretty much reset. You can see the WTX is here at -35, so we're low on the WTX. RSI has pretty much been the same forever as well as well as the MACD. We just been moving sideways, and this thing has been crap in the bed. So for the short term right now, what we need to keep an eye on is the 0039 area. If we do break below the 0039, the next main support here is at 0038. This thing has been in a downtrend for so long that it's hard for me to say that we're going to be taking off anytime soon. So for the short term right now, I think we're going to be looking for a slight pullback here, most likely to this main support area at around 0038, and then we'll assess the situation. Like I just said when I was trying to draw these fibs, this thing likes throwing out huge ass wicks. So I mean, we could possibly hit that support here at 382 and then have that big wick down to the -236 at around 34, which would be pretty good for a long, in my personal opinion, if you like catching wicks. So have that huge ass red wick down here at 334, and then this thing could probably start seeing that some movement back up to the around 43 236 area. But I don't think this thing's going to be heading up anytime soon to the 382 or anything like that. I don't think we're going to be seeing any movement like this for Jupe. I think Jupe right now is going to be in a slow decline right now, throwing out wicks to the upside and downside. So as you can see, the candles aren't big, but the wicks are big. So if you like playing wicks, this is definitely the coin to do it with. So catch a wick down here to 3.4, and then if you get, then catch the green wick all the way up to around 4.3. But for the short term right now, it looks like it just wants to shit the bed forever. But I guess this area is technically acting as a pretty large support. I mean, if I throw this out here, this orange line, actually, let's actually make this blue. There, if I throw out this blue line here, you can see we did test this area quite a bit on this way down. We actually threw a wick down there on the 10th of November. We threw a wick down there on the 11th of November. We actually wicked below it on the 23rd of November, and now it's acting as a support for us. So I guess this is actually a pretty important price area for Jupe right now, is that 3.9. If we break below that 3.9, then yeah, we could be seeing another cascading effect to the downside. But for the short term right now, I think we're going to be seeing some support here on that 3.9 with it throwing wicks to the downside and upside. So right now it just looks like a short-term consolidation, but longer term it looks like it's just be a slow bleed out and a slow movement down. So I think there's be some better buying opportunity in the future for this coin, but this is definitely a coin if you like playing wicks. Definitely a coin to play wicks with. So yeah, so we're gonna look at Azero now. So I got a decent sized bag of Azero. I got into it because of Chef. Chef actually posted in the Discord channel. We've been talking about, there's quite a few Azero holders in the Discord channel. So as of right now, Azero's up 0.7% at 84 cents. You can see there's only 317 million total supply with 201 million in circulation. They put out 30 million coins every year, so you can expect this to go up 30 million every year. And it's not like they dump the 30 million on you all at once. It's gradually given out for rewards from staking on the system or being a node validator that gets it. So that's the only way the coins are put in circulation, and 30 million of them are get put out per year. So you kind of expect that. It's kind of nice that you know how many is going to be coming out every year, so they can't really dump more on you. They can't put the whole amount in circulation and wreck the price. It's just be a gradual release throughout the year. All-time, well, market cap of 170. All-time high is $3.09 8 months ago. All-time low is 5 months ago at 59 cents. I really wish I would have got in at 59 cents. My average buy is around this price right here. Azure right now looks like it found some common ground right here. You can see the RSI is tailing back up. MACD really isn't doing much. WTX is also moving up. So we're actually looking like we're bouncing off like the 618 or something. Yeah, we are bouncing off the 618. We're consolidating between the 786, 618 area, and we're gradually working our way back up. So you can see we dipped briefly below it down here at around 80 cents. That big Bitcoin capitulation didn't give us a huge red candle. We just had a cascading effect of red candles nonetheless. I like the wick play. It's fishy. Throw a couple lines and see what bites. It's fun. I play wicks on my spot buys. I don't play wicks on I don't play wicks on shorts and longs. So Azero definitely is in an uptrend right now. And with us consolidating between the 786, 618 area, RSI's tailing back and everything, I think we might be seeing a slight pullback down to the 786 and then the continuation higher. So keep an eye on around 8.3, and then we could be seeing that consolidation just riding this uptrend up to the main volume area at around 90 cents. That's as long as BTC doesn't shit the bed. Yeah, so Azero is looking pretty good right now, in my opinion. Something like that. So the bear scenario on this, I guess I have to throw out the bear scenario just in case. So the bear scenario is we break below the 786. We do have that support down here at 77. I'm going to throw a line, a support line right down there, which is the main support. Actually, you can see there's a main support right here as well at around 77 cents. So if we do break this downtrend, it'll most likely be a pretty quick fall back down to around 77 cents, but I just don't see that happening right now. All the indicators are looking very healthy, and I think that steady growth on Azero is going to be the case. So consolidation between the 786, 618, riding the uptrend until we break this up, or break the 618, and then we'll see a quick movement up to the main volume area at around 90 cents for Azero. I mean, I'd love for this thing to shit the bed because I'd definitely accumulate some more. So this I actually might put a buy-in order at the 618. If BTC shits the bed hard, we have the 1618 all the way down here at 64 cents. And if we break below this main support right here at 78 cents, there's nothing here to hold us up. That's no man's land right there. So if you want to be bearish on Azero, you want it to break the 77 cents area. So if you want to be a bear, this is what you want. You want it to go down here at this main support, battle it, break it, and then it's gonna be a quick capitulation down to around that 64 cents. So maybe I'll just put a random buy order at 64 cents and just leave it there for shits and giggles. But for the short term right now, it's looking like it's gradually gonna be moving to the upside. Something like this. But you never know. You never know, right? If it hits, I'll have 10 Bitcoin. Hell, I already made a plan about my Bitcoin. So that back to my NFT investment of Helix. So that Helix investment has been super lucrative in the bear market for me. And if BTC does capitulate, I've seen a lot of, everyone's throwing TAs out about Bitcoin and stuff like that. And I've watched a lot of them, and a lot of them are saying, you know, 8K, 10K Bitcoin. And, you know, I could absolutely be wrong about the 14K, because I'm going to put the rest of my dry powder in at 14K. And if it goes lower, then so be it. It is what it is. But if we drop down to that 10 to 8K, I might get out of my NFT holdings on Helix and toss that in and buy a Bitcoin or two at that price, as long as Helix continues doing well and doesn't shit the bed. So as long as Helix continues growing like it is right now and bringing in some profit, if BTC goes down to 10 8K area, I might actually sell quite a bit of that so I can be a Bitcoin holder, because I believe in Bitcoin over NFTs. That's kind of my long-term strategy. I've been thinking about that quite a bit to myself. Like, do I just hold Helix and hope it goes to the moon and I get rich off that? Or do I take the risk? Do I take the risk that it's going to be successful? Or do I take the Forrester thing and sell it and buy a Bitcoin, which I know is going to be good in the long term? So that's kind of what my mindset is right now. I don't know if Bitcoin's going down to 8 to 10K, but if it does, I might just sell all that and buy a Bitcoin. That'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely awesome. Yeah, wicks on shorts and longs are where the money's at. That is absolutely true. Okay, hang on one sec. Let me just check something real quick on my end. I gotta add. So we're gonna do the giveaway here in 10 minutes. So it's 8:40 p.m. my time. At 8:50 p.m. my time, we're gonna do a giveaway. Someone just became a member, so I gotta add them to the giveaway. One second, just typing it in. So yeah, if you want to be in the giveaway, you can still do it. You have 10 minutes left to become a member, I guess. And if you do, just let me know so I can add you. There, that one's added. Okay, so yeah, that's Azrael right there. We looked at a lot of coins. I want to look at Solana. Oh yeah, so Chef just actually said Solana, so perfect. We're thinking the same. I actually bought quite a bit of Solana, and I don't think Solana's, everyone's spreading so much FUD on Solana. I don't think Solana's going to zero. Everyone says it's going to zero. I actually have a pretty large bag with an average buy of around $12.50. If we drop down to that $10 below for Solana, I will definitely buy more of it. Because you think about it, the all-time high in this thing was $259. So even if it goes up to $130, that's a 10x from where we're currently at. Even if it doesn't reach all-time highs, even if it goes up to 130, that's a 10x from where we're at. That's easily doable for Solana. I think after all this FUD blows over and everything like that, and people are seeing that people are still building on Solana and everything like that, and they have a big update coming in December. What's it called? I don't remember what it's called, but they're allowing people to convert from the Ethereum blockchain to Solana blockchain with just a couple clicks of a button. So people who are building on Ethereum can easily transfer over to Solana. This update's going to allow them to do that. So people can, instead of spending all the gas fees and everything on Ethereum, can just migrate over to Solana. But are they going to do that with all the FUD going around? I have no idea, but that is still going to be a big upgrade in the future for Solana if it survives this and continues growing. So I think this is a fantastic time to buy into Solana personally. That's not financial advice. That's just my thought. And that is what I'm actually playing right now. I'm accumulating Solana at these prices hands down. And then when Solana starts taking back off, everyone's gonna be like, man, remember when Solana was going to zero and I wish I would have bought it back then? You know, there was all that FUD saying it's going down to zero and it never did. And now it's back up to $250, $1,000 next bull run. You know, we see a lot of coins like that. A lot of coins that we chart, you know, if you just look back 3 years ago, you know, they were super cheap and then they absolutely took off. That's enough rant on Solana. Let's look at the charts. Solana broke the 618. I thought we were going to capitulate to the 618. It looks like there was that double. That was actually support. So there was a double support here at the 618. So the 618 and this red line was a green line, but we actually blew right through it on a huge ass red candle. Let's actually look at the short-term time frame. I'm going to look at 3 time frames on this because I'm a buyer of Solana and I haven't done TA at Solana personally for myself in a while, so I'm kind of going to do it here on the live stream. Oh, we actually just broke below the 786 as well. So Solana right now, 4-hour chart, we're starting to tail back down. RSI is higher, we're starting to flip bearish. I would be keeping an eye on it dropping back down to this main area at around 1275. Short term, you can see at the 4-hour chart. To see a candle moving on the 4-hour chart, that means there's quite a bit of selling going on. So let's go to the 1 hour. Let's look at the 1-hour chart real quick. So the 1-hour chart, we're actually pretty much reset. You can see we had that really quick rundown on the RSI. MACD actually still stagnant sideways on the MACD. The MACD really isn't doing shit. WTX is starting to tail back down. But if you look at the WTX during this time frame, last time we printed a buy signal was back here when the price was at 1180. We dipped way down here to 1090, and that's the lowest that we dipped during this whole FUD thing. And we did not print a buy signal from there. And you can see since then the WTX hasn't dropped below the green area right now. And you can see as soon as we did that, we ran into the overbought territory. And this is our first time being down here since we got the low of around $10.80 for Solana right now. So for right now, what I'm going to be looking for is we did break the 786. I'm going to be looking for that movement down to around $12.80. Let me just make sure this is accurately drawn. If I go to the bottom of this wick, it is. I take that back. I did not have my fibs drawn accurately. So I actually went to the bottom of this wick to the top of this wick. So the fib is actually drawn correctly right now. So we did not break the 786. I take back what I said. 786 is our support right now. So 786 is our support right now. If we see that bounce off the 786, the next stop's gonna be this testing this resistance area, and it's kind of looking like we are gonna bounce off the 786. Are we? Let's see. It's growing below it, guys. Man, Solana, imagine catching this candle. Anyone shorting Solana right now on the 1 hour chart? Man, if you shorted Solana right here, man, congrats. That's 7%, and I usually short Solana around 20x. Ooh, that would be a payday right there. But I did not short it. Yeah, so for Solana, I mean, a good buying opportunity would probably be right here. If you wanted to enter a long on Solana, I would have my limit buy or my trigger limit at 1275. Bitcoin's at 1616. Wow. Here we go. Bitcoin's shit in the bed. Here's that capitulation we've been looking for. So I'm going to be looking for this on Solana. Bounce on here and then it'll run back up. But I hope Solana shits the bed hard so I can buy some more. But as of right now, this candle's actually growing extremely fast. So keep an eye on that main support at around 1275. Look at that candle on BTC. Damn. So we found some support here on BTC. We're on the 1 hour trade. You can see we're getting held up here at this main volume area. If we break below that 16,000, what's that, 16,079, there's a huge gap that needs to get filled down to 15.8. So BTC right now is getting held up by this gap area right here. We can actually probably draw. Oh, it's still dropping. Oh, damn. I was gonna say BTC needs to maintain above this volume area right here. This is the bottom of the main volume area, and we're currently at it right now. So this is pretty cool actually being on the live stream watching this. So if we break below that, look at this huge drop off on volume. You would see a very quick drop down to here, 15.8, if we break below this 16,000 area. And by the gap, I mean, look at right here. So this is the gap area. I'm going to actually, you have the blue line here. I'm going to put the other blue line at the other volume area. So right here, this is the gap area between the two blue lines right here. You can see as soon as on the upside, as soon as we got to this gap, it was a huge green candle. When we're coming back down, as soon as we entered this gap right here, it was a huge red candle. So we're currently testing the support for the gap. If we enter this gap right here, it's going to be a very fast drop on BTC down to 15.8. So this, if you're bullish on BTC, this 16,080, 16,075 needs to hold because this gap gets filled. Gap got filled here. Gap got filled here. We break below this fast ass red candle down to 15.8. So I would say if you see BTC break below 16,000, well, 16,000 is all the way down here, then it'd be go time, and we'll most likely drop down to around 15.8 for BTC. RSI, where we at? We're at the 1 hour chart. Let's actually jump to the 4 hour real quick. Four-hour chart. Yeah, 4 hour chart as well. We still have a ton of room that we can drop. You can see the RSI is pretty much at 50 right now, so the RSI can go all the way back down to 20. You can see the RSI does retrace back down to 20 quite often on BTC recently, so that drop down in this main volume area at around 15.8 is definitely doable, guys. So I'd be keeping a close eye on BTC here in the short term. All the indicators are saying we definitely do have room to drop further. Interesting. Okay, guys, it is 6:50. I am now going to do the giveaway. Make sure no one became a member yet then. Okay. So here we are. These are all the people who are entered in the giveaway right down here. I posted on the Discord channel. If you haven't joined my Discord channel, make sure you join my Discord channel. The link is below in the description. I'm on there daily. We share a lot of really good information, and it's just a great community to be a part of. I'm very, very happy with the people that we have in our Discord channel. So here we are, the giveaway. So for the first giveaway, we are going to be doing the NFT. So let's actually do this, and we're going to shuffle. So for the bear NFT, the winner is Beanbag OG Silver. Congrats, Beanbag, on winning the bear NFT. Okay, now here's for the swag. Let's shuffle this some more. We'll shuffle. And this is for the swag. So if you win the swag, hit me up on Discord. I'm gonna need some information to send it to you, but here we go. This is for the swag. Let's see who gets it. MH member, you get the swag. So MH member, I don't know if you're on the live stream or not. I will post this in the community on my YouTube channel. You have a week from the day to get with me for your NFTs and your swag. If I don't hear back in a week, I will give them away on the next live stream in a week. So congratulations on Beanbag and MH, the winners of the giveaway today. Okay, now back to the charts. So KDA. So KDA is up 4.7% at 90 cents. 1 billion max supply, 211 million circulating with 191 million market cap. All-time high in this was the top of the last bull run at 27.64. All-time low was 2 years ago at 0.6. So if you would have bought 2 years ago and held on in the bear market right now, you'd still be up 100 or 1,285% on your investment. That's crazy. Wow, that was a nice run up here for KDA. We're on the 30-minute chart though. Still a nice run up. So we this is the 4-hour chart, so we're good on the 4-hour chart. You can see the MACD starting to have de-engulfing candles working its way back down. RSI is pretty high. We did not enter the overbought territory yet, but we are up at 80. So I consider 80 overbought. We have not flashed red yet on it. We still haven't had a sell signal on the WTX either, but you can see we are having a pretty large retracement back here down in the main volume area for KDA. And there's gonna be quite a lot of volatility or quite a lot of price action around that 90 cents, 80, 89, 90 cents area. You can see we consolidated around this area for a very long time, and we tested it as resistance until we recently broke above it. So for the short term right now, I think what we need to keep an eye on is the price action around this 89 cents for KDA. We are technically bullish in the short-term time frame since the 22nd. You can see we are making higher highs and higher lows, so we have to maintain above this low right here in order to be bullish. But let's draw a fib on this and dissect it a little bit. So as of right now for KDA, we actually did break below the 618. So we broke below the 618 right here, and that's pretty, I guess you could say that's bearish. Wow, it's actually showing a commercial. I don't know why it's doing this, showing commercials in the middle of my live stream. Okay, back from the commercial. So as of right now, the 786 is going to be holding us up as support, or the 618. We are dipping below it, but you can see this candle is still active. This candle still has 2 hours and 4 minutes to grow. So the 618 is holding us up as support. We do have the main volume area, which is also going to act as support since we are above it. So for KDA, we have a double support right here. And usually when we have huge run-ups like usually when we have huge run-ups like this, we retrace back down to the 50% area, which would be the 618 right here in the micro time frame. But most likely though, I think we're to be touching 89 cents right here at the main volume area, and then we'll see some sort of reversal back up to this general area. The only thing that's kind of concerning and would actually make me consider it breaking that main support area and heading back down to the 786 is RSI is extremely high. We have not printed a sell signal yet on the WTX, but the WTX is also touching the red, and the MACD is starting to descend. So I think the main price that we need to keep an eye on here for KDA is that 89.5 cents area. If we break below 89.5 cents, it's gonna be a quick capitulation down to the 786. So I'd actually be more, oh shit, I'd actually be more I play cautious. So indicators and stuff, you know, this main volume area is acting as support, but the indicators are saying, hey, we're pretty damn high, so I don't know if that main volume area is going to hold. So I'd be keeping an eye on 89. If you break below 89, I think 85 is definitely a doable case. So I usually play very cautiously. So I think something like this will be the case, even though there is some pretty there is some heavy support at this main volume area. I don't think that's going to hold. I mean, we need to cool down. We need to come down and get some moon juice. We drank it all on this launch right here. One hour time frame, similar situation. 1 hour time frame, we actually just started flipping bearish on the MACD. We were still, well, we were overbought on the RSI. We're starting to tail back down there, and we did print a sell signal on the 1 hour chart. So that retracement down to the main volume at 88 to the 786 at around 85 is gonna be the case. Yeah, when did they start doing commercials in the middle of live streams? I noticed that during the last live stream, I started getting a ton of commercials. Like, there's nothing on my end that I clicked this. I mean, I can't set up commercials or stuff like that. That's all YouTube, but I guess that means they want to make more money off my content. So the short term right now, let's keep an eye on a retracement back down to the 786 for KDA. Okay, so with that, guys, I have time to chart one more coin tonight. Who wants the last coin of the night charted? I want to keep an eye on BTC as well. Azrael holding up well with this drop. Yeah, so BTC, we keep an eye on that 16,080, 16,070 area, because if we dip below that, there's a huge ass gap that needs to get filled. The next, hang on, we're actually going to stick around on this BTC chart for 1 minute and 34 seconds. So the next candle on this chart starts in 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we're to sit on this chart for 1 minute and 30 seconds and see what the next candle looks like. The next candle starts green, there's a good chance that this was the bottom right here, and we did find some support at 69. If the next candle is red, we might start getting a little bit concerned and looking for that gap fill. So as you can see right here, this is the time frame left on it. There's 1 minute and 9 seconds. So I'm just going to fill that time with me just jabbering. I guess I could shill myself. So if you want to participate in my giveaways and stuff like that, you have to own an OG coin, be a member of my channel, or yeah, that's about it. Whoa, Chef Nut Neftron with the big super chat. Thanks, man. I greatly appreciate that. Thanks for supporting me in the bear market. That is awesome. You are the best. That just made my night. Great end to a holiday break. But yeah, if you want to support my channel, you can become a member. It's $4.99 a month. It gives you participation in all my giveaways, which I'm going to be doing quite frequently. You can own one of my NFT OG coins, which will also give you an entry and gives you OG perks in the Discord channel. I think they're running for like $9.99 a coin. So instead of paying $4.99 a month for a membership, you can just buy that for a one-time entry, and that gets you entered in every single giveaway. You can own multiple, so you can own a basic OG coin, you can own a gold OG coin or stuff like that, and each one that you own differently gives you additional entries. So I think Chef Natron has about 3 different entries because he owns an OG, he owns the OG gold, and he's a member, so he gets 3 entries in every giveaway. So the next candle just started, and it is red. So we have to keep a close eye on this candle now, because see, now it's going to start growing down, most likely, and testing this support area on BTC. So next candle is red for BTC, man. I'm gonna go to sleep here, and I'm gonna wake up, and we're gonna be down in the 15,800s for BTC. So main price here to keep an eye on for BTC is around 16,000. I'd say 16,075. So let's get to these last coins of the night. We got API 3 and XMR. Those will be the last 2. So API 3 is down 6.5% at 143. I like chilling API 3 because API 3 is an up and coming competitor of Chainlink. I mean, they're not as well known as Chainlink, and they still have some development to do. But the crazy thing about this, the difference is Chainlink has 1 billion max supply. This only has 118 million max supply. So that means the price can go up way higher than Chainlink. And as you can see, a good chunk of the coins are already in circulation, about half. A little under half in circulation. It has a small market cap of 100 million. So that market cap compared to Chainlink, we're going to compare this to Chainlink real quick. So API 3 max supply is 118 million, or circulating supply is 69 million with a 100 million market cap. Link, which is well established and not going anywhere, but Link's obviously going to have competitors in the future, and API 3 is an up and coming competitor of Link. Link has 1 billion max supply, half of that's in circulation, and it has a 3.2 billion market cap. So they can unload 500 million more coins, and the market cap is astronomically higher than API 3, even though I think Chainlink is a great buying opportunity right now. But all these big dogs are going to get competitors as the space grows, and API 3 is an up and coming competitor of Chainlink and definitely has setups for some massive gains here. All-time high on this was 1030 a year ago. All-time low was 2 years ago at $1.04. I don't want to do Gemini. Wow, that is quite the drop there. It still has room to go down too. That's the crazy part. If you look at the 4-hour chart, we are still extremely high on the WTX. We are still extremely high on the RSI, and we just had this huge bearish crossover on the MACD. So as of right now for API 3, we're working our way down to the 618 around $1.40. So $1.40 has to hold for us to continue higher. We do have a main support here at around $1.39. So this general area is going to be main support for us. It's going to be double support for us. So we really don't want to fall below the support at 139, because when we fall below a double support, it acts opposite on the way back up. So if we go down to the 786, the 618 and this support are going to both flip into resistance, and then we'll have to battle our way to get back over it. Similar to when we were below it right here, you can see we battled pretty damn hard to get back over it before we finally got over it. So the 618 needs to hold for continuation higher. All the indicators are showing that we do have room to go much further down though. So for API 3, keep an eye on the 618, main support at 39. If I wanted API 3 right now, I would be holding out right now. If I was dollar cost averaging on the way down, I would just put a buying order here around 135. This is kind of what I'm looking at here. Just dollar cost average on the way down. 135 is not a bad price at all for API 3. You can see the lowest price it's ever been was 104. So 135 after 2 years is not that bad of an entry price. I mean, you could have got it back here for 125, but that was a huge wick. So short term right now, we're heading towards a double support area. If we break that, the 786 at 135 is going to be the case. And I think 135 is going to be the price that we need to really keep an eye on here, especially since BTC is shit in the bed right now, pretty damn good. And as you can see, the last couple coins are going to be charting, will most likely be followed by really large red candles. XMR. So Monero XMR is down 3% at $133.67. Infinite max supply, circulating supply of 18 million. I always say be careful of infinite max supply coins because they can put an infinite supply in circulation. You saw what happened with Terra Luna. Terra Luna had infinite supply, and when they were getting wrecked, what they tried to do is just put a shit ton more coins in circulation. That's not comparing this to Terra Luna at all. I mean, Ethereum has an infinite total supply as well. I'm just bringing awareness to the possibility of infinite supply coins. So Monero is an infinite supply coin with 18 million coins in circulation and a 2.4 billion market cap. All-time high in this was 5 years ago. So this did not enter an all-time high in the last 2 bull run. But see, if you would have bought this 8 years ago at 21 cents in the bear market right now, you'd be up 62,000. This is 62,000% at the current price, and we are in a bear market. So in 2015, I mean, if anyone would have bought coins in 2015, decent coins anyways, they'd be up a shit ton as well. So I guess that was really not a good, just shows you the power of holding. So far for the new setup on my machine, it seems like the live stream's going pretty damn good. So I'm pretty happy with it. Wow, look at that. BTC shit in the bed and all the coins are following it. And the crazy part about this is similar to the last coin I charted. You can see we're pretty high on the WTX, we're pretty high on the RSI. MACD just started flipping bearish as well, so we definitely have room to drop. The part that we need to keep an eye on here is it does look like it does have a I guess not. I mean, I'm going out on a limb here just to fit the narrative, I guess, that there is an uptrend here, if you want to call it that. So if we draw the main fib, that's from the bottom to the top right here. So this is the large fib that we need to keep an eye on. You can see we did just break below the main volume area for Monero. We have a lot of room that we can drop on the RSI and the WTX. So I'm going to be keeping an eye that we do have a main support here at 132. I don't think that's going to hold. I think we're going to be keeping an eye on here is $130 for Monero. I think this $130 382 area is going to be it said 382 area is going to be the next stop. So let's just keep an eye on this general area for Monero. Who knows, BTC could have that quick drop to 15.8 and then we could have a reversal. But for the short term right now, I think Monero is going to continue to bleed out as BTC drops, and with the indicators being this high, dropping down to that 382 at $130 will allow these to cool down, allow us to retrace, allow us to stop by that moon juice factory and load up on a couple kegs of moon juice before we continue higher. So keep an eye on $130 on Monero. That would still maintain its bullish momentum. You can see we can actually go all the way down to the 0.5 right here, 127, to still maintain bullish. The only way that we wouldn't be bullish is if we broke below this low right here. If we broke below the 618 at 124, then we'd have to be concerned. I know you don't like hearing your coin pulling back approximately another 4% to 6%, but as long as we maintain above the 618, this is still bullish. As we are making higher highs and higher lows. But for the short term right now, I think this is going to be the case, pulling back down to the 382 at around $130, and then a continuation up from there. Okay, my last one will be Mask, and then I'm going to be, then it's time for me to go to bed. I have to work in the morning. I'm an old man. I don't know what mask you want. I'm guessing it's this one. So Mass Network's down 2.6% at $2.83. 100 million max supply with 68 million in circulation and 193 million market cap. That's not a bad setup, having that low max supply to circulation, supply and market cap. All-time high in this was $41 2 years ago. All-time low was 2 months ago at 97 cents. Wow, 97 cents. That's crazy. You're up 191% if you bought the bottom right there. Congrats if you did. Hopefully you were able to pick some up 2 months ago, because it's always a great feeling buying a coin at the lowest price it's ever been. So let's get into Mask. Oh, it's also available on Coinbase too, so that's good. Available on Binance, KuCoin, and Coinbase. Oh, I charted this before. Said it was shit in the bed and obviously did the opposite. Just shows you that TA isn't always right, or I'm not always right. So take what I say I'm just a guy drawing lines on the screen. So Definitely do your own research outside of myself. So mask right now, we are bullish since the 22nd of November, putting in higher highs and higher lows. We currently dropped down to this 0.5 right here. This 0.5 needs to hold because we're going to be entering a gap below that, which probably will be a quick fill down to the 618. We just started flipping bearish on the MACD. RSI isn't too high. I mean, we're at 62. And we do enter the overbought territory quite a bit. So 62 and enters the overbought territory quite a bit. So a reversal from here has to be the case. I mean, we can't fall below $2.80. If we fall below $2.80, this uptrend that we're currently in is would be broken because we would have officially put in a lower low, and then we'd have to start keeping an eye on the descent. So keep an eye on $2.80. If we close a candle below $2.80, this uptrend's broken, and with the indicators being this high, that would be that cascading effect downwards, most likely to this main support area at around $2.40. So for the short term, I think what we're going to be keeping an eye on is 0.5 at $2.85, where we're currently at. And as you can see, as I charted that, this candle started growing, testing this 0.5. So if we break below the 0.5 right here, the next stop's going to be the 618 at it right here, and then most likely back to the main volume area, and then we'll start that slow bleed out back down. So I'm not going to be super bullish on mask right now. BTC shit in the bed, indicators are pretty high. So what I'm going to say is keep an eye on this 0.5 at 380, or this 0.5 at 383. If we close the candle below 380, then we are going to be officially bearish, and we will see that downwards movement on mask, most likely back down to around $2.40. So that is the last coin. I'm going to jump over to BTC real quick. Take another look at BTC, see how it's going on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, man, that 1 hour chart is definitely battle testing that area. We can't fall below that. We fall below that, and it's going to be Armageddon. We fall below that, it's going to be Armageddon. Crazy part on the 1 hour chart is RSI is overbought or oversold. But you can see last time we were oversold, we were down there for quite a while. Last time we were oversold on the 1 hour chart was November 20th, and we were oversold all the way till November 22nd, which was 2 days. And that's what brought us back down, that brought us down to that 15,580. So it's definitely possible that we just started entering this overbought territory, and it's going to be a lengthening period of time. We recently, well, not recently, but last time we had the sell signal was on November 23rd, and it's kind of looking like we're going to be heading down to get a buy signal here on BTC. So I'm actually gonna be bearish on BTC, guys. We can't fall below 1675. You fall below 1675, we're shit in the bed down to 1580. That's gonna be a huge gap fill, and then we'll monitor it. So we'll see what tomorrow entails. So with that, guys, I am going to end the live stream. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Thank you, Chef Natron, for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Congratulations to our winners. Make sure you hit me up on the Discord to get your winnings. I will post the winners in the Discord and on my YouTube channel. So thanks for everyone coming out tonight, and I hope to catch you guys next time on the live stream of Charting Crypto.